All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. And it is. Yes. And we finished I finished the barn with the little hospitality center and decked it out. Let's go. And if you like what you see here, please consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. So before we take a look at this and all its coolness, I've sort of selected a stone for the driveway, and it looks like it's going to be this one. It seems to be not too dark, not too light, just right. But here's coal stone and desert sandstone and ironstone. And ironstone looks okay, but out of all the stone blocks I have, I think that one looks the best. Yeah. So, take a look at the horses real quick. They're horsing around. Now let's go take a look at the new stuff. So, we have this little path that comes up. Allows us to get to the barn and winery. And our cool doors. Oh, yeah. We come inside. And it basically, we're role-playing the heck out of this. So, they bring the grapes in from across from the vineyard. And the apples in the orchard. They come in here and they get pressed or thrashed if you so desire. But they get pressed. Then they go into the holding tanks. We have a little bottling section. We have a silo. We have piping leading up to the little laboratory upstairs. And then it gets bottled, boxed, and sent out on its merry way. Yes, it does. And I am really, really happy with the way that this whole thing turned out. Very nice. So let's go upstairs. So we have all of our doors working. I'm still not sold on this cobblestone, compressed cobblestone, but I do like the fact that it looks really cool with some grass sticking through, something like you would see in real life. Here is the hospitality and tasting area. Look at those flowers, flower boxes on the outside, real cool. There's a little add-on building. And this is where people would come to test, to buy for their stores or markets or restaurants of different products. Very nice. And I just carried the theme all the way around. So it's real nice and inviting. But these are where the business people and the customers would come. Then we go upstairs. And that's where all the offices and the little test lab. So up here we have a little employee kind of rest area or kitchen area. And a table to sit. I can't even talk. Some real cool dividers. Over here is my office. Yeah. I got the best views. Since I own the place. And a little conference table. Gotta have coffee. It would turn, if this was a little bit wider, it would have turned out, it's all perspective. I decided to close this off just for decoration purposes. And we have a employee bathroom. Nothing major. That's one thing I did not do, is I did not go overboard on the washrooms. And then in here we have some work areas for employees. And then we have the lab. And this is where new products are invented and tested. I found some cool stuff that I had forgotten about. Copper pans in the home decor mod. Look cool. And vessels. Got storage and refrigeration. And just a lot of work going on. Yeah. I don't know I don't know what it takes to make juices, apple juices and stuff like that, other than the juice machine that I make my own apple juice and orange juice, which is really, really good. And just a generalized work area. That is so cool. And I might take these partitions out, but it just adds a little bit of color, a little bit of, privacy from one department to another department. Yeah, so that worked out really cool. So I think I feel like I captured like a working farm juice kind of vineyard type of deal with what I had. So I'm really, really happy with it. Yeah. Let's close the doors up. And those doors, it really looks like a sliding door on a slider mechanism. It just works out real cool. And I kind of added decorative windows here to break up the monotony, because I couldn't put another door in because of the bracing going across. So I just did something like that. And I think it looks pretty good. So then you come out, and I installed lights all the way to the end. I planted my vineyards, and that was interesting because I tried using world edit. You cannot world edit, stack your crops per se. So you come over here, and this is the entrance to the apple orchard and the vineyard. And I'll show an aerial view, but I accidentally went overboard with the apple trees. And I believe these are more trees. Yes, more trees, apple tree. You can barely walk here. So we come up our little path. And here's our grapevines. And I already have a problem I saw earlier. So they're growing all nicely. I have water like every third or fourth block. There was a problem with one. Whoop. There you are. There you are. So I have a couple plants that they won't grow. So we are going to rectify that. And you just hoe the soil. You put up your trellis. And you put your grape in. That's all there is. So originally I had tried to like put in a fully plant. What just bit me? Oh, there was an apple. I tried to put in the tilled soil, put up a trellis, put up a grape, and then stack it. And it does not work. You have to manually go in and do that. Now, I planted my apple trees, and these are different from the default apple trees that come with the default world, because those trees, if I walk over here, those trees over there, which some of them put apples on it, you can see how small they are. So what I did is I put like 2 block distance, and I kept putting saplings. Well, these are huge trees, and yeah, that didn't work out too well, as you can see here. But I tell you, it is real cool looking. Look at that. All my apple trees. So there's enough apples here. I kind of overdid it. You can see how these are all spaced, and these would have been fine giving uniform, you know, like an orchard. So I tried doing that here, and it just failed miserably. So yeah, but it's one of those things that even though it's a mistake, it looks cool. This whole area it turned out exactly the way I wanted it. Now it's dark out again. Look at that. Look at the complex. So we have the main house, we have the addition, we have the garage and the horse stable, and then we have the barn with a little hospitality center. And that road, it hasn't loaded or rendered. That road leads up to the forest house, and the resort is over there. Cool. Come in here. And this is what you would see if you came in through the driveway. I have to put up some signs and stuff, but that's all easy. So you come down in here. We're going to go kind of slow before we go back to daytime. And this is what a person would see. And that just looks really cool, really inviting, nice country atmosphere. And then on the way to the main house. And this kind of looks cool at night. But there's our vineyards and our apple orchard. Our very bushy apple orchard. And this fence isn't really, it's more just decorative. It's not meant to keep anybody out, because obviously all you have to do is go over on the side and climb up. Wow. Well, the tree won't let you. Yeah, you just come in through there. So it's more of just, you know, it's an elegant way of entering. And I'm keeping this little island here. I might put up some decorative blocks around it to give it, you know, more definition. But I am really, we came in this way. I am really liking the way the detail and the atmosphere of how this turned out. And those gates. And those are, again, these gates and the portcullis bars. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Those are in the Castle mod. Now, the Castle mod is Castle Plus Plus, and all the mods are linked in the show description of every video and on my website. So on there, these are the portcullis bars, which would be used for castles and stuff. And I think they fit really nicely in here in the stable, and then the full doors in the barn. Let's see, these are my only 2 horses left. Huh. I thought I had more horses. Well, I did, but they are gone. Let's feed them. See if we can get the hearts going on them. I just threw an apple at one of them. Yeah. Hi. There's Brownie and Blackie. How you doing? All my other horses escaped. There's the apple I threw. What? Oh, look at it. There's a little pony, My Little Pony. So it's turning out. I'm really liking it. You guys stay in there. Yes, I know. I know. Yeah, so these are how these blocks look from here. Just gonna go out here. So I think I'm really happy with that. I didn't want to do that because I wanted that. Did it come in my inventory? No, it did not because I didn't grab it. There we go. I want to put that back. That was kind of cool. I like those dried vegetation. Yes, speech again is optional. It looks like in Chicago, we're going to hit 50 degrees tomorrow, and it's January 10th. And it's really something that less than 4 or 5 days ago, we were at -9. It almost needs one. You know what? That's fine. It almost like it needed one more. Now the thing is, I do not want to carry these bricks. Well, maybe I do. I'm not really wanting to carry these bricks all the way to the street. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 18. I think this will look real embarrassing if I get this wrong. So we're going to stack those 18. There it goes. No region selected. What are you talking? Oh, I must have hit. There we go. Don't. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm liking the and this texture is from Vanessa E's HDX textures. And these, so what I did is I relabeled these as these are the default stone bricks, but I made them into moreblocks coal stone because I like it. And that's where the only thing that you have to make sure of is that if you sit there and you rename a bunch of blocks that, you know, like I built in different I use different parts of the texture pack. So if you ever change the texture pack or put in different blocks, those blocks are going to be overwritten. See, now this doesn't look too cool with I'm going to have to go all the way, aren't I? Yes, I am. So let's stack this 20 and see how far we get. Not bad. Let's go 30. know, that's where I'm going to end it, is right there. But let's see how that transition. I'm probably gonna have to take it all the way. I believe I can. Yep, I can. So I'm gonna have to take it all the way, because it just looks. It doesn't look right. And that's fine. Put our little decorative block, or our dried bush, because they break up the monotony. So there you have it. And I think part of the problem is that what would an episode be without flying through the trees? Yeah. So everything's coming together nicely. But this front area is going to be problematic in that, because of all the sand. And I really would like to keep the sand, especially out there. I really like that view. So yeah. But I cannot get over how well this area turned out. And it's subjective, I know, but it is just that, the atmosphere. Just starting with the main house and the cylinder, and then adding on the separate wing, and then, you know, adding on the garage and everything else. The four soils, everything turned out. Everything kind of fell into place. Again, with our massive orchard. You gotta love it. And I love how you can make a mistake, and it ultimately, I mean, look at that. That is so overkill. That is so not how a real farmer or a real, apple orchard grower would do it. And now I got weeds. I don't want to get out of there. Thank you. But it is so cool. And those more trees, apple trees. So yeah, that doesn't really look that bad, because I'm doing the same thing with the compressed cobblestone. I'm going to have to look at it, because it'll only take a few seconds to change that out. If I don't like it, I can always revert back. But I'm really happy with the doors. I think everything just kind of fell into place. Where did I just go? That was very interesting. And this little weed texture, or the grass growing through the cobblestones, it just lends to I opened you. Open. Thank you. It just lends to the realism of what the effect that I was trying to capture. So all this other stuff, like the bottles, the wine rack, those are from Home Decor. The juicer and the juice and the fermenter and the silo came from the drinks mod. And yeah, the server's not on. Cool. We have the copper pans come from the Home Decor mod, and these are all 250. I believe these are the 256 textures. And on this one, I did use the office chairs, because I feel that my standard chairs, I could not do what I did over this, especially right here, because if I use like a wool slab, they would be touching. and so I'd have to set them back, and room was at a premium. So this is one instance where, especially with the conference table, I went with the pre-done office chairs, and they look fantastic. There's no, there's no denying that, but sometimes they just don't fit into the general scheme of, whatever you're trying to capture. So let's go out here real quick. We have our completed barn, winery, warehouse, working doors. We have a tractor. We have a hospitality section. We have our orchard with what do they call it? Vineyard. Yeah. Wow. I just said it like 800 times. I don't know. We got a beautiful sunset going on. We got our stone picked. Got our garage. Our horsies are happy. You could not ask for much more. Well, you could always ask for more. And this is a clothes closet. That's that pole where I showed in the last episode how to use your screwdriver to turn that. Now it's a coat rack. Yep. And that is a cool garage. So there. So if you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comment section. And you see now, this is what I was talking about. These look really cool here. These are my custom made chairs out of wool and the circular saw mod to cut the wool pieces, and then these custom dining room chairs. So in this situation, they look good, but they would not have, they're too big, too bulky looking, for the office. Even though this does look, I do like the way this looks because the overall game, it's a block game. So the blockiness of this is perfect, but it would not have worked over for the conference table because it would have looked like bench seating. So there you have it. That's how you mix in both different styles and how you could, it's all a matter of taste. So there you have it. Look at that gorgeous view. All right. That's going to do it for this episode. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the show descriptions. All the links are in the show description on my website, as usual. You can upload pictures of your builds to the website, which would be, and I'll feature them in a video and answer the questions. So I want to thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, everybody have a warm, safe, dry week. Until the next video, goodbye.